I was a married woman. You know what they did to me and to my husband?
Right, a woman, my wife. Get a damn hold of yourself. Get the hell out of my house.
He was my husband.
This was the moment a wife became a widow.
This was the moment a widow became an outlaw.
And this was the moment an outlaw became family. Through all the moments Sadie Adler had in her story, fans were left wondering what happened to Sadie after the last time we ever saw her. And today, we hope to answer that question. On September 7th of 1896, Sadie and Jake Adler became a married couple. Living on a ranch in the snowy mountains of Ambarino, they evenly shared the work, no matter how hard.
Growing up in the harsh conditions as a child, Sadie learned to take care of herself.
Her and her husband Jake were in a very loving relationship, so that's why when their ranch was invaded by O'Driscolls, leaving him dead,
Best open up now.
it changed her forever.
Get the hell out of my house.
When the Vanderlyn gang found them, Sadie had been put in her cellar. Jake was put outside in a wagon.
Jake's body was badly decomposed, meaning the O'Driscolls had to have been there for a substantial amount of time. Sadie was most certainly abused during this entire time. Over the story, we see her character change. She becomes fearless, vengeful, and broken.
At the end of the game, we reunite with her in her job as a bounty hunter. In the credits, we see her attend John and Abigail's wedding. After this, Sadie says her goodbyes to the family and rides away.
But what happened to her after this? Let's look for evidence and theorize. This is South America. This continent plays a crucial role in all of the theories we'll be discussing today, as it seems that this is the place Sadie decided to go after the events of Red Dead 2. We know this because of an interaction Sadie has with John towards the end of the game.
You know, I've been thinking I might get out of here too. Down South America, maybe? It's wild, but less mean, I guess.
But the question is, what did Sadie Adler do after she went to South America? Well, that's where our first theory comes in. This first theory is about Sadie Adler continuing within a line of work similar to what she does at the end of the game. Like I said, we see Sadie become a bounty hunter by the time 1908 rolls around. It's possible that she continued bounty work in South America, but Sadie had other plans.
I'd run protection for a gold mine. See something else at least.
Sadie briefly mentions running protection for a gold mine. But why would she do this specifically, and what exactly does this job entail? Sadie would have likely been anywhere from Brazil to Colombia to Peru. Either way, it would have been located somewhere very remote, far away from any major cities or towns. These remote locations were lawless, no police or any other kind of authority to be found. The only other people that were around were bandits or thieves that were aware of the gold mines. Sadie would have been a perfect fit for this job simply because she fits all the criteria. She's reliable, she's brutal, she's been in several conflicts before, and being that she is foreign, she has no ties to any local politics. In a job like this, you are expected to protect and guard wherever the gold is stored, create safe passage to transport any gold, overcome environmental challenges such as diseases or wild animals, and finally, win any gunfights you may encounter with rival companies. Sadie would have been making anything from $60 to $200 a month. This is equivalent to someone nowadays making about $2,000 to $6,000 a month. But a job like this was incredibly dangerous and difficult, but also comes with a lifestyle that is lonely and self-destructive. Sadie is aware of this, but to her, it doesn't matter anymore.
In the same conversation about South America, Sadie mentions finding a revolutionary to marry.
I'd take up with a handsome revolutionary. I don't know. Something.
This would tie Sadie to any wars that might have gone on at the time, such as the War of 1907 between El Salvador and other South American alliances. Well, later down the line, Sadie could take part in the Mexican Revolution, the same revolution John gets involved in, although Mexico is technically not considered a part of South America. All things considered, I doubt this theory comes to fruition. Nothing here really lines up with Sadie's character. Plus, the line about taking up with a handsome revolutionary could easily be written off as a cheesy joke from Sadie. Therefore, we will scratch this theory off.
When doing research for theories to talk about in this video, many fans came to the conclusion that Sadie might have died sometime after the story of Red Dead. Assuming Sadie got a share of the money her and John found on Mount Hagen, it's safe to assume she upped and left, possibly for South America as she mentions. During the story of Red Dead, Sadie has a constant thirst of blood. And she continues on this path even long after getting revenge for her husband. She always has this empty part of her since her husband's death, and it seems like the best way she can deal with it is by killing really anyone she can justify killing. Many fans have came to the conclusion that if Sadie left the country, she would probably continue her path of violence, and eventually would go for a bounty that would prove to be more than she could handle, losing her life. In a life where you're constantly putting yourself in harm's way, you simply can't win every fight. It wouldn't be the craziest thing to assume Sadie just dies. However, the remark about Sadie being with a quote handsome revolutionary, though small and probably a joke, it does show that subconsciously Sadie has accepted Jake's death enough to start considering future relationships. In a perfect world, Sadie gives up the dangerous line of work she's in and tries to settle down, living off of her share from Mount Hagen. A topic I quickly want to touch on is about whether or not Sadie would be a good candidate to be a main character in a future Red Dead game. A lot of people seem to think it would be a good idea. She has the background to make a good redemption story, she has the trauma and edge that makes her a good character. The game could take us to a cool, unique location and could still tie back to old characters like Jack Marston or even Charles Smith. Also, let us know your theories about Sadie in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking to the end of this video. Thank you again for the patience. These videos, they're few and far between. But you know, hopefully this year when GTA 6 comes out, well, let's hope it comes out. Whenever the people who watch your videos mostly consist of people waiting on GTA 6, you realize that the patience is, you know, they're waiting on other things, so they don't mind waiting on YouTube videos. Anyways, there are more videos to come. We got some stuff cooking. Kind of got a little bit of a spark to start making videos again, so hopefully they come out. Anyways, thank you again so much for watching. And as always, have a zonkin' wonkin' day. That felt nice to say.